Hello everyone, come and watch my push day as a 16-year-old trying to become Ireland's next big gym influencer. First off, I start with incline dumbbell press. I do this for 3 sets with one warm-up set for 10 to 12 reps, making sure I get a deep stretch when the weight is on my chest and push my hands together to feel it in my chest. Next, I move on to the chest fly machine. I will do this for 2 sets at 10 to 12 reps, making sure I go to failure and making sure I feel a stretch in my chest. When I first done this, I had a curve in my arms, but I wasn't really targeting my chest to the most it can. So recently I kept my arms straight and I can definitely feel it more in my upper chest. And I also make sure to stick my chest out whenever doing it. Next, I move on to cable flies for my upper chest. I will go for about 10 to 12 reps for 2 sets for this. What I'm looking for here is to feel a really tight squeeze whenever I pull my arms up. I will do this for a lightweight just so I can get as many reps as possible, but make sure it's still difficult for me to do. My form's not really great in this, but it's only because I just started doing it. So if you're wondering, that's why. Next, I move on to cable flies for the middle part of my chest. The form is a bit better with this one because I've done this before, but still my balance could be a wee bit better. I think the weight was a bit too high because I was shaking a lot, so I'll definitely make sure to fix it next time. I'll do this for the same amount of sets and reps as I did for the upper part of my chest. I'll do this for 10 to 12 reps for 2 sets plus a warm-up set, and this really helps get a good pump in whenever I'm doing it. And for my last chest exercise, I'll do the cable flies for the lower part of my chest. This was definitely the worst form because I've genuinely never done these in my life, but I'll get better every time I do it. I definitely do look really weird while doing this, but I do the same amount of sets and reps as I did with the other 2 parts of my chest. I might need to lower the weight a lot because I'm definitely shaking a lot while I do this, but I'll only get better over time, as I said. And then that is chest over. I then move on to triceps, and for my first exercise for tricep, I'll do the tricep push downs, but with the V-bar instead of the rope, just because I think it hits my triceps better. I'll have a slight bend so I can just feel it more in my triceps. I'll do this for 10 to 12 reps for 2 sets, basically just the same as chest. I'll just make sure I'm going to failure every set. I then move on to overhead tricep extensions with the V-bar. This was my first time doing it as well, so my form's probably very off, but it'll only get better over time as I've only started properly going to the gym. I do this for the same amount of sets and reps, but yeah, definitely here you can see I'm way too close. I'm not getting the right amount of tension on my triceps, but it's my first time doing it, so I can't really, be mad at myself. So I'm trying to, keep it as upright as possible, but you can see here I am struggling this, so I'll definitely get my form properly done. And then for my final exercise of triceps, it's JM press. I have no weight on the Smith machine right now because this was my first time doing it. I saw this on TikTok. A lot of influencers have been talking about it, and if they're talking about it, it must be good. So my form probably is off because it's the first time I've done it. I'm not going to be perfect the first time I do it. But yeah, I definitely do feel it in my triceps, so I can tell it is a good exercise. I think on this one, I done 2 sets of 6 to 8 just to get a feel of it. My next push, I'll definitely be more experienced with this. So yeah, it can only get better from that. So for my last body part, it's my least favourite is shoulders. So first we start with the machine lateral raise. This is my first time actually doing it because I used to only do dumbbells, but my form was off of them, and you can definitely tell here my form is better with this machine. I done this for 10 to 12 reps for 3 sets. Again, I don't really like doing shoulders, but you kind of have to. It's a major body part. So yeah, I'll make sure I go to failure each set and just make sure I can definitely feel it in my shoulders. So for my second exercise for shoulders, I'll do the machine shoulder press. This is definitely better than the dumbbell shoulder press because my form's just way better and my back's way more straighter. Because last time I done dumbbell shoulder press, I felt it in my back, which obviously isn't right. But yeah, it's definitely is better. I can do a heavier weight with this, and I feel it more in my shoulders as well. One thing I don't like about this machine, it's too close to the wall, so that's why my camera's down here. But yes, overall, I was able to push myself to failure. I do this for 68 reps for 2 sets, which is... For my next shoulder exercise, I'll do the front rope raise. My form seems to be a bit off on this one, so if anyone can give me any tips, please do. It's my first time doing this exercise, so if you think I look a bit weird, that's why. I'll do 2 sets of 10 to 12 reps, making sure I go to failure each set, and just making sure I can feel a good burn in my shoulders. And for my last exercise of the day is the rear delt fly. I will do this for 10 to 12 reps to failure, and then for 2 sets. This is actually one of my favourite shoulder exercises. I can just feel it, like it feels really good whenever I'm doing it. It's my first time doing it as well, so yeah, it actually surprised me how good it felt. But yeah, I really do like this machine. And that's my push day over, also my first day trying pre-workout, so I actually felt really good today. Please like, comment, follow and share my videos, please. It does mean a lot as I am trying to become famous on TikTok. This is my first time trying pre-workout. It did definitely give me an energy boost and it improved my overall performance in the gym today.